Title of the story: The Man Who Ate from a Date Tree. It was a bright afternoon in Madina. The sun was warm, and the streets were alive with the sound of people buying and selling. Not far from the marketplace, there was a peaceful garden filled with tall date trees. The garden belonged to a kind and pious old man who often allowed travelers to rest under the shade. The dates on his trees hung heavy and ripe, glowing golden under the sun. One day, a man named Hamad walked past the garden. He'd been fasting since morning, hoping to earn Allah's reward. But the heat of the day was unbearable. His body felt weak, his mouth was dry, and his stomach rumbled. As he walked past the trees, his eyes fell upon the ripe dates hanging just within reach. He looked around. The garden was quiet, and no one seemed to be there. Maybe, he thought, if I just take one date, it will not harm anyone. I am fasting and only need a small bite to regain my strength. He reached out and plucked a single date. The sweetness filled his mouth, and for a moment, he felt comfort. But almost immediately, guilt struck his heart. Wait, he thought, these dates are not mine. I did not ask for permission. What if the owner does not want anyone to eat from his trees? He sat beneath the shade, his face heavy with regret. He remembered the Prophet Muhammad's words, "He whose flesh is nourished by unlawful earnings, the fire is more deserving of him." The thought made him tremble. He stood up and said to himself, I must find the owner and seek his forgiveness. Hamad walked around the garden until he came upon a small house. He knocked gently on the door. An old man answered, his face calm and filled with light. "Assalamu alaikum," Hamad greeted respectfully. "Sir, I have come to seek your forgiveness. I passed by your garden today and, being weak from fasting, I took one date without asking. I feel ashamed and cannot rest until you forgive me." The old man looked at him with surprise. "Subhanallah," he said. "You came all the way here for one date?" "Yes," Hamad said sincerely. "It may be a small thing, but it was not mine. I fear Allah, and I want to make it right." The old man nodded slowly and said, "You are an honest man, and I see the sincerity in your eyes. But I cannot forgive you so easily. There is one condition." Hamad's heart sank. "Please, sir, tell me what I must do. I'll do anything to earn your forgiveness." The old man said, "I have a daughter. She is not beautiful like others, nor is she rich, but she is righteous and obedient to Allah. If you wish for my forgiveness, then marry her." Hamad was stunned that he hadn't expected that. "I did not come seeking marriage," he said softly. "I only wish for your pardon." The old man smiled, but remained firm. "That is my condition." Hamad paused and thought deeply. He remembered the Prophet's saying, "Whoever leaves something for the sake of Allah, Allah will replace it with something better." Finally, he said, "If this is what Allah has written for me, then I accept." The marriage was arranged the next day. Hamad was nervous. He had agreed to marry a woman he had never met, unsure of what kind of life awaited him. But when his new wife entered the room, she greeted him with a calm and gentle "Assalamu alaikum." Her voice was soft and full of peace. Hamad looked up and was surprised. She was modest, kind, and filled with the light of faith. He said, "Are you the daughter of the man who owns the garden?" "Yes," she replied with a smile. "My father told me about your honesty. When he said a man came to him seeking forgiveness for eating just one date, I prayed that Allah would bless that man, and he did." Hamad's eyes filled with tears. He realized Allah had turned his small mistake into a great blessing. What began as a sin of forgetfulness became the door to a new and righteous life. Years passed, and Hamad and his wife built a home filled with faith and happiness. They helped the poor, taught their children honesty, and lived with gratitude. One evening, Hamad sat beneath the same date tree where it had all begun. The sun was setting and his children were playing nearby. He looked up at the sky and whispered, "Ya Allah, you turned my error into a blessing. You are truly the most merciful." He smiled, knowing that the moment he felt guilty and turned back to Allah was the best moment of his life. Moral of the story: even a small sin is not small when it comes between you and Allah. But when a person sincerely repents, Allah replaces the wrong with something far greater. Hamad's honesty and fear of Allah brought him not only forgiveness, but also a righteous family and a life of blessings. Always seek forgiveness quickly and never take what is not yours, for Allah loves those who are truthful and repentant. Follow, share a comment on this video. May Allah reward you abundantly. Ameen.